Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, PT. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to share with us today's topic. My name is Nthakanio. I'm a teacher by training. I joined this opportunity about 9 years ago in the year 2012. When I was teaching, I was a teacher at the Red Boys Center, and it has been wonderful all along over the years. I thank God for the opportunity, and I'm very grateful for the far I've gone, including I would like to thank our PTs for this far. They have taken us. They have been very helpful, good mentors, and for the training. I really thank God for that because you cannot do anything without training. Training is very key, is critical. And that is why I would advise everyone to be attending such trainings. Now, without taking much time, I'd like to start on our topic, which is about diabetes. Diabetes is a condition that results into having too much sugar in the blood, and that is why it is commonly referred to as high blood sugar. The pancreas, in this case, does not produce enough insulin, and this is what is responsible for opening up the cells, the body cells, so that glucose can get in. So when the cells do not open up so that we can have enough glucose entering to the body, we have excess sugar in the blood, and that is what causes the high blood sugar, commonly referred to as diabetes. There are various types of diabetes, and I would like to share about them. Number one, we have what is known as type 1 diabetes. This is mainly found in young people, and it is an autoimmune condition which results from the body's immune system attacking the pancreas, which disables it from producing enough insulin. And therefore, the cells are starved of glucose, and there is excess sugar in the blood. So this is mainly for the young people. It occurs in the young people. It is not very common. Type 2 diabetes is a second type of diabetes that occurs mainly after 35 years. And that is why we refer to it as a lifestyle condition, because it is after this that, of course, people have done whatever they want. They are eating. They are the stage of lifestyle from the young life to the modern lifestyle, resulting into this lifestyle condition we are referring to as diabetes. Well, it may also be genetic. Sometimes it may run in certain families, and that's why we are talking of it being diabetes. We need, therefore, to look at our lifestyle so that we can be able to contain this type 2 diabetes. So we need to check on our diet, our activities. Are we really doing exercises? Are we taking too much sugars, refined foods? We need to contain such. We check on our lifestyle, and that is what actually Neolife is all about. We are there to talk to people about healthy lifestyles, and of course, we need to avoid taking a lot of refined food, take a lot of fibers. Now, it is important to note that when there are excess fats, it may be sometimes as a result of insulin resistance. There are people who gain weight because of insulin resistance, and that can be a problem. Type 3 diabetes is what is known as gestational diabetes. This is commonly found, or it occurs in expectant mothers due to hormonal changes at that time when they are expectant, and it occurs in late pregnancy. It is common in overweight mothers who may have insulin resistance before getting pregnant, and therefore they earned too much weight. And this may also affect the children after they have been born. When one has this type 3 diabetes, sometimes children may die either during childbirth, or the child may die immediately after childbirth. And later, sometimes those that go into, later life, it may result into the child developing type 2 diabetes later in life. What are the symptoms of diabetes? What we need to look at when we, talk of somebody having diabetes? One of the symptoms may be frequent urination that results into, of course, losing a lot of water, and the kidney therefore draws more water to dilute the sugars in the blood. And the one, results into now the condition number 2, which is excess thirst. You feel thirsty all the time, resulting to taking a lot of water again so that you can dilute the sugars. Number 2 was excess thirst. Number 3, frequent hunger. Of course, because the cells are not getting enough energy. Remember, the cells are not receiving enough glucose. It is not entering to the cells because of this lack of insulin. Because insulin is meant to open up the cell so that glucose can get in. So the sugar is there, yes, in the blood, but not getting to the cell so that it can use as energy. Number 3, we have excess weight loss or gain. It can be fluctuations in weight loss, either gaining too much weight or losing weight. Number 5, increased fatigue, tiredness. Remember, the body is not getting enough glucose, so there is no energy, and therefore one results into feeling tired all the time, increased fatigue. 6, restlessness and all irritability. When one is diabetic, they become restless. Sometimes they are easily irritated, and sometimes, by the way, there can be fights without realizing that this person is actually sick. So it is very important to understand these people. When they become irritable, don't imagine that they are out for a fight. It is these people are sick. 7, blood vision or cataracts, and this may lead to blindness if it is not controlled. 8, we have unhealing wounds, which are commonly referred to as diabetic wounds. Number 9, bladder infections and candidiasis. Number 10, gums pull away from the teeth, and sometimes the teeth can fall out. When you look at where the gums, the teeth appear to be smaller. I mean, no, not really fitting the gum. That's what we talk of gums pulling away, and the teeth sometimes fall off. There is also lowered libido, number 11. Number 12, numbness and tingling in the feet and hands. The conditions are many. Those are the main ones. Complications of diabetes. It may result into blindness. Remember, we talked of blood vision and the cataracts. This may lead to blindness as a complication. Then we have kidney failure or kidney problems as a result of too much sugar. Then it may also result into heart attack. And if all this is not controlled, diabetes may result into multiple organ failure. Remember that when symptoms appear, the damage is already done. So it is important to keep checking. I advise that once in a while, get checked. Maybe once in a year. Don't wait. Sometimes people are dying or suffering from complications because they didn't know in the first place whether they had diabetes or not. I'm sure you have one of cases where after one is, having a complication is when it is being detected that there was blood sugar, one under diabetes. So it is important to keep checking. What is a solution? Neolife solution. As a company, Neolife, our mission is to touch people's lives so that people can have a healthier and a happier life. And therefore, Neolife as a company, Neolife International has come up with the products or supplements that we can use to control these lifestyle conditions, one of them being diabetes. What products can we use for diabetes? One is TNN. TNN is key, is very important. Remember, we are dealing with the cells. which should open up so that we can have glucose entering to the cells. And that is where threonine comes in handy. I normally say threonine is like oxygen because in this case, it will help the cells to have healthy membranes for optimal cellular function. Remember, threonine is made up of lipids and sterols from whole grains, and that is why you have talked about eating unrefined foods, unrefined grains. It opens up the cells so that nutrients can get in, waste can get out. And in this case, we are also referring to the glucose getting into the cell so that the body can full of energy. And of course, waste elimination. Second product is Botanical Balance. This is apple. It's apple emanated from plants, and it increases insulin sensitivity and also promotes proper glucose regulation in the blood. Actually, botanical balance is very important. It's critical. I've given to people, and they have testified that their life is back to normal. Remember, in Africa, it is found exclusively in East Africa and Namibia. So we need to take advantage of this product and share with people as much as possible. No one should die of diabetes. Product number 3, which is also very important, is the Viper tablets. This is very important because it delays the glucose release into the blood, into the cells, thus reducing the blood sugar levels. So if you look at these products, they are combining, working together, and as a result, they are able to regulate the glucose levels, the sugar levels in the blood. Product number 4, I'm looking at the main ones. Number 4 is Neolife Shake. Neolife Shake is very important because it contains high quality proteins, of course, with the 22 amino acids, which are required for in human nutrition. It also feeds the cells to boost energy and also repairing the building the body tissues. It is important also to note that this Neolife Shake contains a lot of fibers, and we have seen the importance of fiber in our diets. Unfortunately, most of our diets these days, modern diets, are deficient of fiber, and that is why the issue of high blood sugar has become quite rampant. It's become a big issue. Now, there are many other products that you can bring on board, but this will also be based on the complications at hand. So if there are no complications, the 4 products are quite effective. But based on the condition of the person, we can add other products like Pro-Vitality, Beta-Guard, garlic, vitamin C, and of course also based on the pocket of the person. Remember that all our products are very useful for health, so they are all useful, but the 4 are the key ones. Now we need to educate our people so that they can choose better feeding habits, proper carbohydrates which are not processed. Mainly the foundational foods like arrowroots, sweet potatoes. Of course, we have talked a lot about whole grains, maize and processed maize, whole wheat, whole rice. And we also need to educate our people on how to eliminate the issue of eating too much of the processed foods, such as the refined flour, the refined sugars, and also taking the alcoholic drinks. Thank you so much, PT. I'm done. Back to you. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Samuel. Thank you so much. That was elaborate. And congratulations for being able to deliver the message about diabetes, because as even you are going on talking, someone texted on the chat that he is diabetic. And so I'm very sure that all of us now, at least we have a list of products that we have already written down, so that when we go out there and meet these people, we can be able to help them accordingly. So thank you very much. And I'm so excited because you are so experienced in this. So at this point now, we are going to move to the next level. We have a wonderful lady who has been able to get a lot of help through the Neolife products. And when we met some years back, she was not the way she is today. She's been able to change a lot. After suffering diabetes, she's going to tell us her story because she has gone a long journey being treated out of the country. But I thank God because finally she found help out of the Neolife products that Samuel has been able to talk about. So without much ado, I'm going to invite our one and only upcoming director, that is Mary Njenga. I can see you seated right there with a Masai Kikoi. Kindly pick it up and speak to us. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you. Greetings, everyone, from wherever you are. As you have been told, my names are Mary Njenga. I'm a beneficiary of these products. And I keep on saying that when they say the products work, they really work. When I joined Neolife in 2016, I was immediately after admission. I was diagnosed with type 1A diabetes. It's a very rare type of diabetes where the body fights the beta cells. And these beta cells are the ones that produce insulin. So this particular type of diabetes, you're born with a working pancreas, but when the body fights against the beta cells, you become insulin dependent. And to be precise, I was always in and out of hospital, being hospitalized 3 to 4 times a year. It wasn't funny. Nothing was changing. I had been using insulin. Some insulin were becoming resistant. I was left to use tablets and insulin. Insulin is very, very expensive. I was using 2 types of diabetes by the time I was coming, injecting 6 times a day and using over 60,000 per month. And this particular day that I came to Neolife, I was coming from admission. And to be precise, I wasn't discharged. With the help of someone, I wrote a letter to the doctors because I wasn't changing. And I told them I want to go. There's no change, there is no hope. So I just want to go home. And by then the doctors called my relatives, and among my relatives was my uncle. And they were very worried. It was a very worrying situation. I was prepared, I had lost hope. My kids were taken by my brothers, and there was a lot of things going in my mind. Living with a chronic disease is not fun. And my uncle told me, I know about Neolife products, why don't you try? And at that particular time, because I had tried everything else that there is to try, there was no loss of trying these particular products. So I came to the meeting. I couldn't be able to stay for long. And I remember I met someone, the one who presented, then Josephat. So Josephat, I think, I didn't know who was who. So Josephat told me, like, you have to sit until the meeting ends. And I was like, I just want to see what works. If there's anything that works in my condition, kindly prescribe it. So Samuel prescribed something. So I sat there. My eyesight was lost. I was losing my eyesight. I couldn't see. I was seeing blurred images. I couldn't speak properly. I was losing my voice. If it was this time, I think people would be thinking I have corona, but corona was not here with us. But I was really weak. I went home. I didn't get the product that day. It was on a Saturday. I got the products on Tuesday. And the person who was opening the kit was hoping that I would listen to the kit, but I was so weak to listen to the business part of the business. So I was recommended for the products, and I started taking the products immediately. And after about 3 days, I started feeling like I'm sick. And at that particular time, I was going daily to the hospital because I was supposed to be admitted. I was being followed up by several doctors in the country because they were wondering what is this. And my prayer that I had gone to look for solution everywhere in this world. I had gone to India, I had gone to Europe, and there was no change. So basically I was losing hope. So when I took these particular products for 3 days, I started gaining my eyesight. The tests were done and I was to go back for the test in a week's time. And from an average of sugar stack above 22, that is a killer for those who know how diabetes works. And miraculously, my sugar dropped to 6.3. That is table sugars. And the doctors were like, what are you using? I told them, anyway, I found somebody who recommended some supplements and they're working. And since then, I have not been admitted to the hospital. And one thing I tell people, that is from being admitted 3 to 4 times a year. One thing I tell people about this product, they work. And the people behind these products are God-fearing. That is very, very important. They keep on saying that they have given God divine authority to this product for working. And God does not fail. I'm a testimony of these products. If you ever doubted, please start believing in them. Be patient. Somebody's work differently, but believe you me, they work. As Samuel was talking about the lifestyle nowadays, even though we try eating healthy because that's part of living, not when you are sick, but for everyone, the way the products are being grown nowadays, because majority of us don't grow our own products, mainly because maybe we don't have land or we are busy elsewhere. The way the products are being grown, they are commercialized. And you might be thinking you're eating vegetables, but the chemicals that are there, they are poisonous to your bodies. And I can bet every other family, there is a person today suffering from diabetes. Nowadays, every other WhatsApp, you're being called to contribute. And it's not being funny. You're either having it or your finances are being eaten up by your relatives. So if you can recommend to people, tell them to improve their immunity. The product improves immunity. Tell them to, if you can grow your own foods. And please, please supplement. Let's tell the people, because if you're not having the chronic disease, somebody else is having it and they're going to come to you when they don't have finances. And you cannot assume. So I think I'm going to stop there. There's so many things that I can say at a go. But because of time, I think let me stop there. We can continue the next time.
All right. Thank you very much, Mary Njenga. I really don't have anything to add on what you have shared with us. And before I even make a comment there, thank you very much, Samuel Nthakanio, for content mastery and delivering as usual in the easiest language that a layman can understand. Thank you so much. You are a resource to the team and we highly appreciate that. And yes, I saw Mary Njenga coming and I look at Mary and I thank God that I joined this opportunity. Even if it's not for money or anything else, looking at people like Mary, the way she came, I wish I took a photo. Unfortunately, I didn't think in that direction. And Mary is just representing thousands of other people who have had perfect solution from this opportunity. And I want to encourage each one of us to be very sure about these products. As you tell people about them, there is no possibility of you being disappointed. There's no possibility. I mean, they work and you can't do anything about it. They just work. And I don't want to go too much into the product issue. We've gotten it right and clear. And it's upon us now to go out there and change the world. As Pierre mentioned, diabetes has become a crazy one. And we are not afraid. I mean, I have to tell you, and not only diabetes, all these other challenges, when you are in this opportunity and you are faithful, you are religiously using the product, there's no cause of alarm. I mean, people today are being worried of COVID-19, but you should hear the crazy testimonies we are getting from us members, those who are faithful in using these products. You get people, you know, too close to each other. I'm talking of like couples, and if one uses the products, they don't even show any signs. And the fellow who is rigid goes in a couple of hours with his rigidity. And especially men, please, my brothers in the call, my small research has shown that ladies are more faithful in using these products than us men. If I have accused you falsely, forgive me. I know not every man, but it's good that we challenge each other. You can see Chris Muindi has put on the video to hear this. Men, let us not hesitate to use these products. For me, I use all of them, I mean, except feminine herbal. And you look at me, you can tell, yeah, the guy is looking like the products, you know? It's because of these Neolife products. You should see us with the likes of someone Nthakanio eating them. You think that is the only meal we will have. We eat like it's real full meal that we are taking that day. So I don't want to overemphasize that. Karaoke Josphat is my name for those who just joined the team. Pia Rose is my wife. We've been in this opportunity for the last 11 years. Now we are getting to our 12th year. And life is good. Life is good. And as we wind up this month and this meeting, I want to really sort of reassure each one of us, the old and the young. I want to reassure you that you are in the right opportunity. At the very beginning, you will have some doubts. Yes. And mostly because people will try to tell you otherwise. But with the time, you prove all of them wrong. And you realize that really you are in the right place. I know some of us have just started the business and we were where you are now. We started where you are starting today. And my message is, as we close the month of August and we start September, let us use the right mindset on our business. We have a golden opportunity, but some of us are taking it casually. And if you want to know the potential of this business, in addition to the health aspect, if you want to know the financial potential of this business, think about our compensation plan and you see how much you can be able to earn, but not at the beginning, not at the beginning. Look at our incentives booklet and you see the kind of money that awaits you, and you realize that the economy is very good if only you open your eyes wide. When I say changing our mindset on how we are building the business, how we are perceiving the business, I want to bring this point across. Even if we are the best mentors on this planet Earth, if you are to succeed in this business, it is all about how hungry you are for the success and how badly you want to succeed. And I want you to listen to me with your heart, not your mind and ears, but your heart. Because the time comes, dear superstars, when you say enough is enough, and you decide to explore this opportunity to the maximum, ask yourself, How hungry am I for success in this business? How burning is your desire to build this business to the top? One thing that really helped Pierrot and myself when we started is we didn't start the business to try. We started the business to go all the way to 5 diamond director. And people ask us often, what do you feel that you are already president, you're earning all that money? And you know what our answer is? Our answer is we have just started. We feel like brand new distributors. That's why we sponsor a lot. That's why we commit all our time into this business. Now, if you have a burning desire, then the small obstacles and challenges that you will face mean nothing. They mean nothing. I remember when we started, we were, let me talk about myself. People would tell me, you know, that thing doesn't work. They were not even looking at it as business. They were looking at it as that thing, as if it doesn't have any name. That thing doesn't work. That thing is for those who never went to school. That thing is for women. And surely I'm in a suit and a tie like this, and do I look like a woman? And you know, by the way, as long as you are sure of who you are, and you know you are not a woman, will you feel offended? Anyway, my point is, my desire was so burning that there was nothing that I could really be stopped by. So how burning is your desire? If you don't have that kind of desire, the hunger, imagine no one can help you. No one can help you. And somewhere you could be checking on the charts and the simple questions on products on diabetes. You can always respond as we move on. So that is one thing. Now, as we close the month, ask yourself, are you where you want to be? Are you where you want to be? If not, we still have some time to really push our points to where we want to be. Now, those who have not done 100 points, I know you are panicking and wondering now what next. I have a small window that I want to direct you to. If you are able to do your honors online, you can be able to do the 100 points up to midnight tonight. Okay? So if you are not able to do it, then we may not help much, but tomorrow you will not be able to do it. For those who have already done 100 points, tomorrow you can be able to do any other points you want to add on to that. Now remember, if you have some burning desire to achieve the manager, the senior manager, the director level, whatever you want, or executive manager, whatever your target is, then you don't sleep. There is someone in this call who is at, say, 1,200, 1,500, and by the end of tomorrow, they will be at 2,000 points so that they are executive managers and they join us at Oreseleni Hotel for the lifestyle on 11. So be pushed by that burning desire. How badly do you want to be in that event? I've seen people like Faith Gaira, I can see her here. She literally pushed hard to make sure she has qualified for that event because you know where she comes from and they love anything to do with the food. Okay, you know, and so she couldn't miss that kind of lifestyle. And by the way, today, when you enjoy that kind of lifestyle, you become so, it becomes very easy for you to build business online through social media because people will be seeing the lifestyle you are leading and they want to follow you. So let's make sure you don't miss that event. Now, if you've you've sponsored 3 people, that you have 100 points, but you're not yet at 1,000 points, then you go for it by tomorrow, by all means. And great news is, now today we will not be able to do the recognition because we want to do a complete recognition on Tuesday next week, and we still have tomorrow to wind up the month. So to avoid a replica in the recognition, we will do it next week. But I must say this, it is super exciting. Guys, superstars, we've already produced a couple of directors, brand new directors. And I cannot even imagine how it will be on 11th as we dance for them, as we treat them in a 5-star hotel, and life will never be the same again. And again, the company has already set another lifestyle event for the same directors. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. But what will help you to go for it by all means is your burning desire. But what I've seen is when it is so burning, you eradicate any other excuse and possibilities. You don't even have plan B. What if I don't make it? Nothing like that. You say, I will either make it or I make it. Nothing else. Okay? So let's sacrifice today and we enjoy the rest of our lives, other than we spare our energies today and we don't live our dream life anytime in the future. And as we start the month of September, I want us to start with energy. And let's work very closely together. One of the things I want to suggest is this. Let's make sure that we are doing so many one-on-ones, presentations, small meetings. And I want to demystify the issue of meetings. You don't have to have a big crowd of people for you to do the presentation. 2 are enough, 5 are enough, 10 are enough, 1 is enough. Do those one-on-ones. And to help us to do that, we are having many meetings to get started. And we need to invite massively for these meetings. You don't have to be there physically. You only need to know there is that meeting in that venue. Among the many other meetings that we'll be having, note this down, because this September we want to be very, very busy with meetings. Activities equals results. If you find yourself, you don't have so many activities, you're not prospecting a lot, you're not presenting a lot, you're not attending a lot of trainings, then most likely you're not going to get the results that you want. So on Friday, this Friday, at 9 a.m., we'll have a meeting at Eldoret, Goshen, in this Friday. And we'll post this in the groups again, but just be vigilant on this. Then on Saturday, we have 8:30 a.m., Kericho. What is important is for you to note that there is that meeting in Kericho on Saturday, so that you can plan to invite massively. And if you come from those areas, you attend. And it will be at Sahara Gardens Hotel in Kericho. The same Saturday, 2 p.m., we'll have another one in Bomet, Twigs Annex Hotel. Now, there is another very exciting one here. I know it's the first of this kind and it will be very explosive. That is Sunday. We'll be in Kisii, Storm Hotel. We want to take the town by storm. So the meeting has been put at Storm Hotel, 10:30 a.m. Now, the entry for all those meetings is 100 shillings for the venue. And what we want to do is this. Pieros has decided, so that no one will have any excuse, she has decided to grace those meetings. So it's up to you. The opportunity is there. How heavily do you invite? And inviting is not just sending the WhatsApp, the SMS. It is calling, so that the people you are inviting, they feel special. It is better to invite 5 who will attend than to invite 150 who will not attend, because you invited them through messages. Hello, there is a meeting, attend. I mean, who is hello? Be specific, call someone, make them feel special. And then you do follow up after that. And August has been a month with huge increment in performance, even in sponsoring, but September will be crazier. So let none of us be left behind. Please don't be left behind at all. So we value you superstars, and we want to make sure that this team is an industry for directors. We want to be the industry where directors are manufactured. We want, when they are recognizing sapphire directors, let them know that the largest number is coming from superstars team, and we are serious on this. But then remember, it is for those who are hungry. So let's be very self-driven. Don't wait to be pushed. I'm tempted to even ask directors in this call never to even post a reminder to the groups that we have a Tuesday meeting like this one, that we have a meeting on Saturday, 8 p.m. I think we now don't need those kind of reminders, because we are driven by the inner force, not by our directors. So let's go for it. Guys, don't be left behind. I'm super excited. I can't wait for Tuesday to do the recognition. So many guys here who just joined are now managers and senior managers and directors and executive managers, all that. And it will be very, very exciting to recognize. So we want to stop at this. Tomorrow, don't sleep. Let's push in the PVs. Those who have done 100 points by today, then tomorrow, stretch hard to take the next step. Those who have not achieved much, forget about the past. Do the best you can tomorrow, and you make your September to count. God bless you so much. See you in the beaches of the world, if you'll be there to be met. Thank you so much, our great speakers, Nthakanio and Mary Njenga, for the excellent job you've done today. Thank you so much. God bless you, and enjoy the rest of this.